All right, I'm going to start with that I think there should be a service distinction between dyslexia and general learning disabilities. I'll start with some of the concerns I have with creating a separate distinction for dyslexia and then return to why I think a separate distinction will be beneficial overall. Districts might use the distinction opportunity to continue to not use the word dyslexia in meetings with parents, such as in the NPR snippet, to try and avoid higher costs for helping these students. If there's a separate distinction for an issue that administrators can pretend is a small issue for their district, then they can get away with spending less money on that issue at hand, which in this case is dyslexia. Also, if dyslexia is considered to be part of a different and distinct disability group, and funding starts to be funneled to dyslexia, it will likely be funneled away from other special education categories. Due to dyslexia's overall effect size and politicians' general unwillingness to increase public funding of any kind, I think that this is a distinct possibility. But on the other hand, dyslexia is, like I said, the most common learning disability in the country, afflicting about 12% of students. And if there's a separate distinction, then maybe more resources can be allocated to dyslexia, and we can do the most good early on in students' lives. Studies have shown that the early identification and effective language instruction can possibly repair underactivated sections of the brain responsible for dyslexia. Not addressing this reading difficulty up front can lead to higher back-end costs for school districts. The long-term cost savings may be difficult to quantify, but if there is a wholehearted effort to treat dyslexia on the front end, it can end up saving districts a lot of money in the long run. I think this in turn will also be beneficial for all special education categories, as there would be more money to go around. And it seems that, as with many other policy issues in general, that depending on who gets their hands on this issue will dictate how it's handled and if a separate distinction for dyslexia has a positive or a negative outcome.